turning back.
What's going on, Bruce?
Ladies and gentlemen, Crown Zenith is $14 a pack right now.
Game over, man. It's game over.
You might think, oh, Mimic Brew, $14 a pack. You probably saw that and were like, whoa, Crown Zenith is super expensive now. And you'd be right to think that, because I'm someone who, when Crown Zenith came out, I was so obsessed with Crown Zenith that, like, even before the set came out, I was already buying tons of V-Star Universe singles straight from Japan, grading and flipping. And late 2022, early 2023, a huge amount of the cards that I was grading and flipping were V-Star Universe and Crown Zenith Slabs. Why? Because I loved the set, both the Japanese and English set, and I figured getting these in Gem and 10 slabs would be super liquid. And yeah, so obviously I regret selling those slabs now, and oh my god, thank you so much that I stopped selling slabs. Because, yeah, a lot of regret. However, you might think, back then, when Crown Zenith came out, you saw those 19 Galarian Moltres. Do you think I overpaid? Do you think I paid any more than MSRP? Absolutely not, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, those Galarian Moltres 10s were at a Walmart, and, Pokemon was so dead around this time, the entire display of the Crown Zenith 10s, not a single one was taken. I took 20 minutes to get all the Galarian Moltres. I left all the Articunos. I left all the Zapdos. No one cared. No one even came near me. This is a whole different world we were living in early 2023 and, last year to that extent. Point is, MSRP was MSRP until January of this year. Crown Zenith was an amazing hit. Everybody knew Crown Zenith was an amazing hit. Everyone knew the set was going to do good. I did. Everybody did. A lot of people started Master Setting literally because of Crown Zenith, okay? So me having a Crown Zenith Master Set, trust me, there's thousands of people out there that have Crown Zenith Master Sets. Not a big deal. The point is, one of the singular biggest reasons that I think Crown Zenith is going to do very, very well, and one of the singular biggest reasons I think $14 for a booster pack of Crown Zenith is deeply undervalued, is not only just the popularity amongst everyone when it comes to Crown Zenith. Everybody loves Crown Zenith. But everybody knows how generous the Crown Zenith hit rates are. This is not something you see in other Sword and Shield sets. This is not something you would see in future Scarlet and Violet era sets. The Crown Zenith pull rates are exceptionally specific to Crown Zenith, and it makes Crown Zenith one of the most forgiving and fun and pleasurable sets to open of all time. But here we are, 2 years later, more than 2 years later, everything that was a single that would tank because, they're so easy to pull everything. All of that is already baked in, ladies and gentlemen. All the Crown Zenith hits have already went up. They have already crashed. They are now going up again. So what I'm telling you is the fact that Crown Zenith has super generous pull rates, you no longer have to worry about that being an issue moving forward as far as that tanking the current market value of current Crown Zenith singles, because that was factored in a long time ago. So here we are in 2025, and we have a Crown Zenith set that has multiple $200 hits, multiple $100 hits, multiple $70, $60, tons of $50 hits, $40 hits, $30 hits, all of which, from your golds to your yellow borders to your secret rare Pika, are all easy to pull, all for the price of $14 a pack, ladies and gentlemen. So let's hop online and let's see if $14 a pack is actually a good deal. Let's look at let's do a once over on the Crown Zenith singles, see how they're doing, and let's look at some PSA 10 Crown Zenith sales and see where the real money is. All right, let's get. All right, so first of all, here we are on booster packs on TCG Player, and you can see Crown Zenith right here coming in at $14.05, and you can see right ahead of it is Sun and Moon base set. What would you rather open? One pack of Sun and Moon base or one pack of Crown Zenith? Let me know. Champion's Path. What would you rather open? 1 pack of Champion's Path or 1 pack of Crown Zenith? Let me know. And you know what? Paldean Fate's right there, right around the exact same price. You got $14 for 1 shot at Bubble Mew and not a lot else. Ladies and gentlemen, the amount of consolation prizes that aren't Mewtwo or Giratina in this set is what I'm trying to get at. The amount of 1 pack... This is... The point I'm trying to get at by the end of this video is due to rip and shipping, due to investor bros, due to the environment. There are so many scenarios where you might be doing a 1-pack magic for your favorite rip and shipper, you might be this, you might be that. The point is, there are so many overpriced $30 a pack, Evolving Skies, where you already know you're just flushing money down the toilet. You know you're not pulling Moonbreon. You know, a team-up pack, however much that is, you know you're not getting, you know what I'm saying? What I'm telling you is, if you are a gambling person and you want to do 1 or 2 shots at a certain booster pack, for $14, Crown Zenith is actually seeming like an amazing deal. And we're going to look at the sealed stuff too, because we're already going to see, when it comes to ETBs and everything else, the individual packs are already almost $20 a pack. They're more than 14. Okay, so eventually this single booster pack is going to start catching up to just the ETBs and other auxiliary products alone. But let's go right over here. So here is the sealed products. Let me just give you a quick rundown, and then we're going to go back to the booster packs, because I really want to show you how expensive single booster packs are that you'll never pull anything out of versus a $15 Crown Zenith where you might pull a lot. Okay, so first of all, the Crown Zenith ETB, I believe it has 10 packs in it, right? And it's $224, so there's over $20 a pack right there, just in your Crown Zenith ETB. Here is a Crown Zenith booster bundle coming in right here at $114 with 6 packs. So 10 packs, it was 69. That's already almost $20 a pack right there, literally, because 120 would be 20 bucks a pack right there. Okay, here's right here 5 for 70. That's actually a pretty good deal right there on that one. The point is, there are other products, and don't even get me started on this. The Pokemon Center Crown Zenith ETB is $450. And yeah, so I'm not saying invest in the Crown Zenith Pokemon Center ETB. I'm just saying, when it comes to $14 a pack Crown Zenith, if you're trying to pull a big hit for only $14, I don't know if it gets any better than Crown Zenith. So here we go. We're gonna go back a little bit, and we're gonna kind of go to around Evolving Skies at $30. So here's Evolving Skies at $30 a pack. Would you pay $30 for 1 shot at Moonbreon? I have a feeling a lot of people would not do that, knowing what we know about Evolving Skies pull rates. XY Breakpoint 30 bucks, Lost Thunder 30 bucks. Okay, let's go down here. $23 Sun and Moon Guardians Rising. Any day of the week, I would gladly pay $15 and rip open 1 Crown Zenith pack before $24 for a Guardians Rising. I'm sorry. Forbidden Light, $23 a pack. There's nothing you're pulling out of there. Sorry, Burning Shadows, literally Zard, $22 for 1 pack of Burning Shadows. I would easily, look at this. Steam Siege, ladies and gentlemen, is over $20 a pack. There's, yes, a Secret Rare Gardevoir. There's a cool, there's a Steelix in there, and I think a Xerneas. That's it, though. There's nothing crazy, and that's $20 a pack. Granted, I know those are sleeve. Some of these sleeve boosters and single packs are very close. Like, there you go. Steam Siege right here. Not a sleeved regular. It's still 20 bucks. Celebrations right here, okay? Celebrations is $18 a pack. Yes, you have a $100 Umbreon. Yes, you have a $150 Charizard. Celebrations is actually the closest set, I think, to Crown Zenith, where if it's like, all right, 1 pack Magic, 18 bucks, maybe I'll pull something crazy, and it all has to do with the pull rates. Celebrations only has 4 cards per pack, but everything in Celebrations is easy to pull. So as long as you're factoring your actual chances of pulling something, what we already know about these sets based on history and thousands of people ripping them open, it is way more likely that you're going to pay $18 for a Celebrations pack and pull an $80, a $90, a $100, or a $150 card than you paying $30 for an Evolving Skies pack and pulling a $500 or $600, a card you're just not going to pull straight up, period. You know what I'm saying? So you have to weigh the price of the pack versus the potential, what you could be pulling. And so that's why Celebrations, even at $18 a pack, given a lot of the current Celebrations raw card values and how easy they are to pull, Celebrations is actually a really good candidate for a one-pack Magic, splurge, gamble 20 bucks away type scenario. And again, this is the exact same scenario that I am referring to when I'm talking about Crown Zenith. The chances of you pulling something awesome that's actually worth more than the pack are astronomically higher than so many of these other packs that are worth so much more. And to be honest, we can go really silly. Like, we can go to Hidden Fates, and I can ask you, like right here. So Hidden Fates, would you rather open one pack of Hidden Fates for $34 or 2 packs of Crown Zenith for $30? Hidden Fates, you know, you got an Umbreon, you got 1 or 2 or 3 kind of expensive, kind of nice cards, and then it falls off a cliff, and you're pulling dirt cheap shinies for $34 a pack. Again, Crown Zenith is sitting here at 14 with multiple $100 cards, multiple 80, multiple 90, multiple... You get where I'm going with this, guys? And now I'm going to bring in, again, rip and shipping, because what single new factor on planet Earth related to Pokemon cards evaporates singular packs more than anything? It's, of course, rip and shipping. What do rip and shippers love to sell? What are rip and shippers always trying to pay 80% for? It's Crown Zenith packs. Crown Zenith is a good set to open for all the dirty rip and shippers because they know they're going to pull good stuff eventually because of the hit rates. They know the stuff's worth something. They know it's already tanked and gone back up, and now everything's higher than ever. So all I'm telling you guys is you got stuff like Hidden Fates at 30 bucks. You got team ups and a bunch of other Sun and Moon sets that are at 40, 50, 60 bucks. Like, we can go... I think it would be very naive of you to think that Crown Zenith isn't easily a future $20 plus pack. You know, so here's Cosmic Eclipse is $65 right here. Obviously, it has some way bigger chases currently than Crown Zenith. But who's to say the Mewtwo V-Star doesn't become 400, the Giratina 400? Would it really be that crazy if overnight we wake up and there's some $300 or $400 Crown Zenith chase? I don't think that's that crazy to fathom, okay? So $65 for Cosmic Eclipse, Roaring Skies, 50 bucks. XY base set, $50, guys. Furious Fists is $50. Primal Clash is $46. Evolutions right here is $44. Never in my life would I pay this much money to open any of those sets. Where, again, $14 for Crown Zenith just sounds like such a better deal. And you could literally pull better cards from Crown Zenith than you can from Evolutions, than you can from Primal Clash for the most part. Furious Fist, absolutely. There is way more value, absolutely, in Crown Zenith than Furious Fist at $50 a pack. Don't even get me started on X and Y and base set, okay? These are $50+ a pack. If you don't think Crown Zenith is a future $50 plus pack, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice and ease you guys into this notion that $14 for Crown Zenith isn't actually that much, because I hate to like rub people the wrong way. But I do have a mind for long-term investing, and knowing what I know, the Google Trends, everything, the people I talk to, Crown Zenith is always consistently the number 1 or 2 most popular set being ripped, okay? It just is. And for good reason, as you see right in front of you. Giratina V-Star 222, Mewtwo V-Star 200, Arceus V-Star 120. There's $500 worth of value spread across... I'm sorry, way more than that. There's just so much value right there, guys. But we don't get the massive fall off. Now we're at 90. Now we're at multiple $50 tier. Here's multiple $40 cards. Here's a secret rare. This is super duper easy to pull. I don't think people understand how easy it is to pull the Pikachu secret rare at 37 bucks. All these silver borders, they're almost 1 per ETB. Straight up easy. Yellows, you can get 2 plus a silver all in 1 ETB. And again, any of this stuff, you have a very reasonable chance to pull anything you see in front of your face out of 1 pack. That is just how generous the Crown Zenith hit rates are compared to so many other Scarlet and Violet, especially now this Mega era. I'm just saying, depending on what you're talking about, these golds are not 1 in 1,600 packs. these golds is like you open 50 packs and you automatically almost pull one of these golds, sometimes two, okay? People who have ripped a lot of Crown Zenith and know how fun it is to rip, there is a reason people say it's fun. It's because you actually pull the good stuff. And again, $14 in this environment for this much value that you see here, I can't see a reality where Crown Zenith, especially because of rip and shipping, I just cannot see a reality where Crown Zenith is not $20, $25 a pack in the near future. Okay, so now we're going to look at some PSA 10s right here. So this is all sold today. These are completed listings, and this is just to show you even more added value that you can potentially gain from a $15 Crown Zenith pack. So Deoxys right here, 200 bucks. Giratina 500, Mewtwo V-Star 500, Suicune 250, Zamazenta 900. This is still today. Very liquid. That's another point. You're going to see nothing but September 30th. Crown Zenith 2 years later is still one of the most popular sets to grade and flip. Darkrai right here, 220. There's a regular Rayquaza VMAX, 88 bucks. This Yellow Border Latias worth 8 bucks last 2 weeks ago, 260. Secret Rare, I used to sell these all day a couple years ago for $59.99. Now they're worth $259.99 2 years later. Yikes. Same thing with Lucario. This right here, I used to sell all day for $39.99 in a PSA 10. It is now worth $180 in a PSA 10. At least I kept one. One's right there. Alright, so I guess that's a $180 slab now. Excellent. Zeraora, 110 bucks. There's another Mewtwo, 465. Here, this is the one slab I saw sell where I'm thankful. I graded a bunch of these Charizard V-Stars from Crown Zenith, and even 2 years ago I was selling them for 60. So at least the Charizard V-Star hasn't quadrupled and is still selling for 60. Oh my god. Hatterene, there's 38 bucks. Definitely don't grade Hatterene. Mew, the Sleepy Mew, $380. There's the card you saw at the beginning of the video, $350 in a PSA 10, ladies and gentlemen. And I got every one of those 10s for $19.99. Okay, Electivire, 112, 110. As you can see, and then we're still on September 30th. We are still on September 30th. There's another Mew for $370, $525 for Mewtwo. It just keeps going. Crown Zenith, 2 years later, is one of the most popular sets to this day. One of the most well-performing sets to this day, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, so $14 for that booster pack. I think $14. There's a reason Dan Catch-em-all collectibles. All right, let's go back to me real quick. There is a reason that rip and shippers are constantly trying to get you to find Crown Zenith packs for them to sell to them. Because rip and shippers know what's hot. They know what's good. They know what people want. At least certain ones, I should say. Certain respectable ones, like, say, Dan Catch-em-all collectibles. Point is, he's just a very good example of someone who has been very successful selling on a day-to-day basis, but also investing and having a good head on his shoulders for, you know, what's investable, what's not. So, you know, it's not like I listen to all rip and shippers, and it's not like, you know, I value rip and shipping in any way whatsoever, other than I know that it is a massive factor in getting rid of sealed product, and I know it is part of the reason singular booster packs are worth so much these days. And so $14 for a Crown Zenith booster pack, I'm just telling you now that don't be surprised if a year from now Crown Zenith is literally up there with Evolving Skies, where it's, instead of the $30 pack where you have like a 1 in a million shot at pulling an insanely expensive card, it's going to be an alternative where it's a little less, and no, you're not going to pull like the most insane stuff ever, but you actually have a shot. So if you're someone who isn't all or nothing, roll the dice and lose it all, you'd rather pay a fair amount for a fair chance at something fair, Crown Zenith is going to continue to be, for a little while longer, one of the best values in all of Pokemon TCG at $14 a pack. And again, I do think that this is going to change within the next year or two, and I think Crown Zenith will become out of reach for a lot of people, for a lot of reasons, not just rip and shipping, but just for macro reasons. Like, Pokemon Company cannot keep going back and finding more Crown Zenith. They have so many new problems on the horizon, currently actively at their doorstep, that Crown Zenith is going to be one of those specialty sets that slips through the cracks and just does incredibly well. I guarantee it. Alright, hey, if you want to know when, if you want to enter into a Paradox Rift booster box giveaway. I'm going to pick the winner tomorrow, so go ahead and watch Hottest Cards of the Week, last episode. And also, I'm going to announce that winner, and Hottest Cards of the Week is literally tomorrow. It's going to be Wednesday, because I'll be at Card Party this weekend. So tomorrow, Wednesday, Hottest Cards of the Week. Hurry up and enter into that Paradox Rip booster box giveaway. Pokebeard/me duo giveaway tomorrow night on Hottest Cards of the Week. Until then, let me know if you like Crown Zenith too. Alright.
Deuces.
With every card and every clue, the answer's clear, it's Mimic Brew. Catch them all, he'll show